Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited about this video. I will be sharing with you guys what units from Gather Round Homeschool we have picked for the 2021-2022 school year. So stick around so you can see what those are. Okay, you guys, so I have to confess that we only have one of these units currently, but that's because I will buy units as we go. So for those of you who are new, welcome. But we are just finishing up the Ready to Read program. So I'm not exactly sure how long a main unit is going to take us to complete. So ideally on the website, it suggests that the main units take like 4 to 5 weeks. And I know there are several people who will do them just as they are planned, whatever. They will do them once a month and change them. There are other people who will expand them, let them take up to 2 months. There are some people who will only complete 1 or 2 units a year because they just add them as like a morning basket extra. I obviously will be using this as our main curriculum. However, I don't know how long it's going to take us to go through them. I want to go at a very comfortable, a very normal pace for us, but I just don't know what that is yet because this will be our first time really digging into them. Now, we did do the Oceans unit last year prior to Ready to Read. That was just like a fun summer unit that we did. I remember that taking us roughly 2 months. But we weren't in any real rush, and my daughter wasn't doing all of the notebook. I think I had kind of picked and choose what pages for her. So I think she did like a pre-reader coloring page, and then maybe like the other pre-reader page, and then maybe an early reader page or something. I don't remember exactly, but I kind of mixed and matched based on what I thought her skill level was. So now that we have finally gotten through Ready to Read, which I will link my review up for you guys up here or here, whichever way it goes. I never can remember. Anyway, I will put it up here for you so that you guys can check out that review. But now that we are finished with that and we are ready to move on to the early reader level, I want to make sure that I give us plenty of space. So in saying all of this, I am super pumped to let you guys know what units we picked. If you have been following us on Instagram, which I hope that you have, you already know what our first unit is because I've already given you guys sneak peeks. Another reason why you might want to follow us there. But so it is the only one that I have printed out because it's the only one that I've purchased up to this point. So I will physically show our first unit to you, and then after that I'll give you like a fun little screenshot here and kind of show you the units. All right, are you ready? Drum roll please. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, our very first unit is Creepy Crawlies. Y'all, I did not think that I was going to like this very much. I was honestly very surprised when my daughter picked it because she's the girl that runs from bugs. Like, she'll play in the mud puddle until she comes across a bug and then she gets out of the mud puddle. So I was very surprised by Creepy Crawlies, but I'm super excited. After looking through it, it is amazing. It's just, obviously I've gone through and made some notes already. I will do a flip through for you guys of this one for sure. But it's just really good. And it definitely exceeded my expectations when it comes to bugs and crawly things. So this will be our very first unit. Now, the rest of these are going to be in no particular order because I am letting my daughter choose. So we kind of went through and we picked 4 of them. I figured 4 was a good place to start. So out of those 4, she decided that she wanted to do creepy crawlies first. So that's what we'll do. When we get close enough to the end of creepy crawlies, then I'll kind of look at our schedule, see where we are as it compares to Christmas, because we will be doing the Christmas unit and we will be doing the Easter unit. The Easter I already have, and the Christmas unit from the last 2 years, I have that one. Rebecca from Gather Round has mentioned that she will be changing the Christmas unit for this year. We'll see if I want to purchase that again, or if maybe we'll just do the Christmas unit that we already have. Because we did it last year, but I did it a little too late, and so we didn't quite get through the end, and we really didn't get as much out of it as I know we can. So we will likely just do the Christmas that we have, but I don't know. Sometimes she just comes out with really good stuff that I just can't pass up. So that we'll decide that later. So anyway, when we get done with creepy crawlies, we'll just kind of see what she feels like, how much time we have, all that kind of stuff. So after creepy crawlies, again, in no particular order, we have artists. So with artists, I'm really excited for this one because it's all kinds of art. So it's not specific to just composers. There's culinary arts, and there's performing arts, and there's just a bunch of different ways that you can express your artistic abilities and your creativity and your imagination. So artists will be at some point. I'm really kind of hoping it's after creepy crawlies. I say quote, air quotes, we were supposed to do artists as our one following ready to read, and then at the last minute she switched it up on me. So I can't say I'm too upset about that, though. That's kind of the whole fun part, is that she gets to pick. So I'm good with it. So artists, and then transportation. Really, really excited about transportation. I'm excited for it. We'll see how she does. We'll have to see. That one's kind of one that's like, it looks really awesome, and I look forward to it because I want to know like what the biggest boat is and what is the fastest airplane and all that stuff. But I don't know how she'll do with it. So we'll see. She thinks she'll love it. We looked through all of the pictures and she thinks she'll love it. So we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. And then we have farming and food. Y'all, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me post about food. This is something that is near and dear to my heart. It is something that has recently just blossomed within me, is knowing where our food comes from, how those animals were treated, what they ate, how they were processed, all of that stuff is becoming a big part of our family, reducing our waste, just a lot of things. And so I'm really looking forward to doing farming and food. I'm also very excited that soon, maybe even by the time this video comes out, the next unit coming out for Gather Round is living off the land. And I am really, really hoping that by the time we do farming and food, we also will be able to do living on the land right after, or we may switch those, maybe living off the land and then farming and food. Just kind of depends on how it lays out. But I really would love to be able to take those 2 units and really compare and contrast them, because farming and food, from my understanding, is more of like commercial food production, and then obviously living off the land is more of like growing a garden and canning your vegetables and all of that stuff, which are things that I am really, really working on, and I find incredible value in. So that kind of comes at a really good time for us. I just love that. It just makes my heart happy. So is that it? Artists, transportations, creepy crawlies, farming and food. And then of course, like I said, we will do Christmas and we will do Easter. Super, super pumped for these. I am really excited that we're finally into main units. While we loved Ready to Read, I am just glad that we're out of that stage and we are ready to move on to all the good big topics. I'm so excited for that. I would love to know what units you guys are doing if you are doing Gather Round. Even if you're not doing Gather Round, what science topics are you guys working on? What level of history are you working in? So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.